Hello guys, welcome to Decon Cabinet. Today I'm here with
Serena, hi.
Okay.
and in today's topic we'll be talking about social anxiety and how to overcome social anxiety. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you.
Okay, so I think social anxiety is a form of anxiety where you just don't really want to find yourself in social situations because you're worried about being judged and you're just worried about seeing a lot of people. A lot of people have it. I think I've had it since I was about maybe 15 or 16. I just didn't really want to go to school. I didn't really want to see anyone. I think it's quite easy to get trapped in like a really negative cycle of not wanting to leave your room or your house and just not wanting to see people. Yeah, I think there's other forms of anxiety. I think social anxiety is quite like a narrow topic to cover today.
Yeah, kind of. It's quite specific in a way.
Yeah.
There's different. It can branch broad out, sort of. Yeah, personally, I think I've had social anxiety since I was around. Since I started high school, to be honest, secondary school, like around 11, I would say before the age of 11, I was quite, I had quite a bit of confidence for someone so young, but going into school, into secondary school, I just felt like during puberty and all the hormones and everyone would just like judge you and, just, yeah.
I would probably say I had social anxiety when I was 15. But at that time I was living with my mom. That was the first time I was living with my mom because my mom was here, right? And she wasn't allowing anyone to go out at that time. You just stay at home, come home at this time. So that did not help me as growing up because I don't get the time to have a proper conversation with my mates. I know there's school there, but I mean outside, right? You don't get the chance to meet more people. You don't get the chance to share your ideas with anyone. So whenever I met like someone new or when I was in a big group in school, I wasn't able to talk that much. Plus I had my accent at that time, so that didn't even help at that time. So I mean that's what I would say. That's when I had a problem. If you call it a problem, it's really a problem.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's something you can kind of treat, like work on yourself.
Yeah, it's a disorder.
Yeah, it's a disorder, isn't it? So
yeah, it's a type of
you
disorder.
can obviously take medication and you can go to counselling, but I think the main thing is just talking to friends. I think support from your friends is the most important.
Family.
Yeah, family or friends.
Yeah.
They can help talk you through it. And I think if you have things like panic attacks, there's lots of different things you can try, like meditation, just taking time for yourself, like just to relax, but also I think pushing yourself just a little bit each day does help you get past it. Just pushing yourself into social situations which like you'd normally be scared to do. It might just even be going to the shop on your own. Like a lot of people feel like they can't do that kind of thing, but if you just push yourself, you'll feel like really proud of yourself afterwards. So it's a bit of a long story, but for example, like so I'm at uni now. I feel like my anxiety got a lot worse when I went to uni because I was like living on my own, like learning how to budget, meeting new people. Just like uni life is quite different. So I think this year I went to like a market. I got up at 5 in the morning and I went and met new people that I hadn't met before, and then like interviewed them, and that's like something I never could have done last year. But I just thought, right, I'm going to push myself. I'm going to try and do it. And then I just felt like really proud of myself afterwards. I'm like, I think that's really stupid. Like, why would you be proud of yourself? But I think if you've got anxiety, then it's like just about pushing yourself a little bit and then thinking, oh, okay, yeah, I really achieved something today. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it's quite a common thing as well. And you're saying how you got worse in uni. I just want to say how it starts, I guess. So for me, how it started, I guess, being like going into school, going into secondary school. Obviously, from primary school, it's a big leap. You have a lot of students, depending on your school, and everyone's going through puberty. I'd say you're always worried. Like for me personally, I'd always be worried about my appearance, my friendship group, and how people would view me. teachers, pupils, everyone literally. And I just think, even though I had a group of friends, I had my own group sort of. I was still quite anxious to be. I'd be anxious to just go out and even walk through like the atrium. Was it the atrium?
Something like that,
yeah. And just walk past crowds, and I'd avoid doing a lot of stuff just because of the anxiety, and it didn't help that, being sort of bullied as well. And
oh, is it? You were bullied in school?
Kind of.
High school?
I would say sort of.
Really? I didn't even
In
know.
a way.
When was this?
But like throughout school, innit?
Is it?
Yeah.
Even year 10, year 11?
Yeah, I'd say
I
yeah.
didn't even realize.
Passively, sort of, because there was like a little ongoing joke with about me and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why
You didn't realise?
I didn't even realize.
Did
I was
you?
busy doing my mind was somewhere else. I'm
No,
guessing.
but yeah. I'd say.
I remember you having this fight with this guy, right? In class. I mean, you're not going to mention his name, but
Okay.
was it because they were bullying you at the time, or they were just making fun of you?
It was sort of passive bullying, like, like you'd have your groups, you'd have the popular, your sort of, your jokers, all this, that, and I was sort of, like, I guess people would look down on me, so I guess people thought they had the power to just take, do whatever, especially because it was me.
At that time, you didn't look like the type people look down on. I mean, you were in your own little world at that time, but
True, but
I didn't
I'd
think.
say I was bullied in a way.
So why didn't you tell us, bro? Like,
Well, it's nah. This confessions. No. I did. I just sort of dealt with it. I don't just deal with it. I'd still say I've got social anxiety right now as well. Yeah.
So what makes you say you've got social anxiety now?
I'm afraid to talk to big crowds of people. My heart rate goes really fast. I'd say when have you ever been like in a conversation and you sort of, after the conversation's done, like you'll sort of repeat what you've said in your head, and you'll be like, was that normal? You sort of, you overthinking, yeah. So I'd say I get that every now and then, just silly stuff.
It's funny because I remember someone telling me this, right, and that's how I used to overcome my social anxiety, and I was talking about that in my other video, right. The thing is, most of the time we see into the future before, in a big group, right, we see the images in the future, like of ourselves not doing something bad or saying something negative in a group of people, and we kind of picture this in our head, that what are these people going to say, right? And once we start seeing them, thinking that, okay, Rakib is that, or Kwame is that, or Serena is this, right? That's when it stops us from not taking the actions or saying whatever we want to say. Because I remember on Monday I was talking to this guy, right, and he wanted to work in a drug company. I think he wanted to bring his own drugs or something like that, right?
Oh, okay.
And he wanted to explain to people. He always wants to explain to people his ideas, but he was telling me that he gets these images in his head that what people are going to say, what people are saying about him. So that stops him from, explaining to people. So later in my life, I just realized that, okay, I don't care what people say. So then I started seeing so people actually acknowledging me, clapping for me, or just liking me for what I say. But I think that's one of the ways you could overcome this. Just see, before you speak in a group, just see the people, or visualize it, or build an image in your head, or the people liking you for what you're saying, or do you know what I mean though?
Yeah, no, I see what you're
If you could do that, trust me, you will not be scared, or you will not care what people think.
Yeah, there's a similar thing. There's like a similar sort of way of like technique or whatever that I've heard is while talking to like a stranger about anything or whatever, just sort of look at them as if they were your friend. I don't think that's that easy to do, but that's something some people do.
I think I'm too friendly with strangers, but I think because you work in customer service.
That's the thing with that.
It helps with anxiety.
Yeah, I think it over time, especially at work though. I'm in an open counter.
Yeah.
Customers are walking by. It's busy. I'll be serving sometimes like 5 people at once. Not 5 people. Well, I have a queue of people, and I'm not anxious. Like I can talk loud. I can just,
Mm-hmm.
but in different scenarios, I'll be like really anxious and just like in my little shell and sort of back down.
Yeah, I know what
sort of thing.
you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when you're working, because I used to work in customer service, I think you kind of have this front, this like personality, which is like a really confident persona, which you put on, but then inevitably you might be putting it on, but that is who you are as well. Like, if you're pretending to be confident, you will still be confident.
Isn't that confidence though? Pretending to be confident. Even if you pretend to be confident, that's confidence.
I mean, take it to make it, innit?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I guess, but yeah, I'm just saying, sorry, yeah.
I mean, I think I pretend to be confident, and then I end up being confident.
Yeah, that's the way.
That's good though. And a lot of times, we think too much. You know, when we meet a stranger, we overthink things too much. Like, oh, what should I say next? Just like another thing too, I used, right? You know what the person is. Sometimes what the person is saying, you can actually get something out of what he's saying, he or she's saying, and just build on it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, sorry.
And you could just build on it, right? And when I did that, right now, I'm able to speak to someone that's 60, 70. Back in the days, I couldn't speak to any different age group. I was always you lot and that.
Yeah.
But then now, I just feel like, okay, I don't care anymore. I'm just going to, build on what you're saying, and I'm going to kind of have a nice conversation with you, and let's see how it goes. Another thing too I did was I used to go up to strangers, right, and I just compliment them. What? Yeah. I'll be like, it was a bit weird. Some would like it, some wouldn't like it, right? My first video, I was talking about that, where I'll just go out to someone, right, and I'll be like, oh, excuse me, I hope you're having, for example, I'll be like, I hope you have an amazing day, or I'll be like, oh, you're looking, I like your dress, madam, or something like that. Some will just look at you like, this is weird though. Yeah. But you could do that if you want to.
I guess, I mean, I'd say first impressions are always a big thing, because you've obviously met some people that you think, oh, that they're weird or something, the first time you met them. So it's like the same if you meet someone and you put on your little, I'm not gonna say anything, I'm not gonna let too much out. Yeah. You're gonna, of course. Sorry.
That's fine.
There's something my mum told me when I was younger, which is actually really bad advice. She was always like, it's okay, you won't see them again if you embarrass yourself.
That's true.
I've always got in the back of my head, but actually that's really bad advice, because it means you can just be like a dick to anyone.
True.
Not that I am a dick to anyone, but like, in my head, if I embarrass myself, like, it's fine, I'm not going to see them again.
That is very true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just remember that. It might help you.
I've had, some in the back of my head, I've always thought of that. Like, you a lot of the times you won't see a lot of people in your life again.
Yeah.
If, so you shouldn't care as much as what you're going to... Saying that, I actually use that when I'm serving customers for my anxiety. Well, I do see a lot of them again, to be honest, but for most of them, I'm just, if I feel like I can't really be that well spoken or outspoken, I'll just be like, I'm not gonna really see him again, really. So just go all out and be really nice and act confident.
I think one point, the time that I realized that for overcome this was a time there's this manager, and it was like over 100 people, right, sitting in the canteen. Not over 100 people, a lot of people. And then I think I must have done something dumb, right? And the way she reacted and how everyone looked at me, and the way I replied to her, and everyone like, whoa. Then later I was thinking, she was so rude, right? And I was like, why are you talking like that? Yeah. Just use your head back to a manager. Yeah. And then later I was like, wait.
In front of all these people?
In front of all these people. And I was like, my old self will not be able to do that. I'll just shut up like a fool and just walk away. But that's when I realized that, okay, now I don't care what people think of me. Like, if I want to be me, I have to act like the way I want to be, not how people want me to act. Yeah.
Would you say you got angry in that situation?
Nah. No? It's just my reaction. I was like, why are you acting like that? Okay. Shouldn't be acting like this, like, use your head, bro. And I wasn't angry. It's just how I felt that time.
Okay.
That's when I realized, okay, I've overcome this problem. I mean, you go play.
Would you say you've overcome social anxiety then?
I'll say I'm on 70%.
70, okay.
Yeah.
I'd say I've still got stuff to work on.
I mean, we've all got stuff to work
on. All the time, to be honest. Like, I'll muddle my words up all the time, speaking. Like, the way my mind works, I'm always thinking of what I'm saying next, as everyone does, but like sometimes it will just like get really, it'll like overlap itself, and I start to chat loads of gibberish.
Yeah, you just don't overthink it. You know, the guy Amos, right?
Yeah.
He talks about that, like that thing from one of my plants, and that always happens.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And not Amos, he was saying the same one time. I think I watched the video of him, and he was saying, just don't care. Like when you're talking to a girl, when you first meet a girl, right? Just, I mean, it's still part of social anxiety. Like a lot of people can't speak to girls or grow up to girls, right?
Yeah.
So, he was just saying, just don't think, just don't care what she's thinking of you. Like, just know, and it's all about abundance mindset as well, right? If you have an abundance mindset, okay, if I lose this person, I'm going to get someone else. You will not care what you say to people. I'm not saying be rude to people, but don't you think like there's always more to come?
Wait, do you mean if you're talking to a girl and she rejects you?
A
It's
girl,
because there's another girl. Is
or
that what you
any
mean?
stranger, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like if you're talking to a stranger, if you go up to a girl or a guy or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And you start with thinking, okay, is this person going to like me or is she going to like me for who I am? Right? Then that's when you start making mistakes because you were thinking it. But you think in a way where you feel like, okay, if she goes, I could go up to someone else or someone else will come up to me.
Yeah, some people can't do that, but like a lot of guys, they fear a lot of people fear rejection, so they'll like, if after getting rejected, they're gonna cuss the girl out and be like, oh, your boss anyway, or something stupid shit, you know.
Yeah, but I think it's important to be confident and just talk to people. And it's okay if you get rejected. I think you're showing that confidence. Just don't be creepy, but like.
I mean, if you didn't get rejected in life, then you're doing something.
Yeah, I think rejection helps you grow anyway. But
yeah.
I think
Just kidding. Just kidding.
it's cool.
No,
Just a little insect.
I did see that. Yeah, I was watching it.
Stop
I went from there to there to anyway.
Yeah, I think it's important to remember that. I think your confidence grows as you get older. Anyway, I feel like when you're my biscuits. Yeah, I feel like when you're in school, everyone's really judgy. Like you were saying, like those, you know, you're going through puberty, different hormones. People are so judgy. They'll find like anything to pick on you. I used to get bullied for having curly hair. I mean,
really?
really, like what's that about? Come on.
So, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I was a bit frizzy back then, but like, well, it's not really a reason to bully someone. I mean, see, I'm rambling it. Like kids will just find anything to like bully you on, and then yeah, I feel like you care a lot more about what people think because it does feel like everyone's watching, everyone's judging you. But I feel like once you get out of that toxic kind of environment and you meet people, become more mature, you kind of just think, I don't actually really care what people think of me. Like, you know, I'm myself. I'm going to grow as a person. You just kind of got to think like, you know, it doesn't really matter. As my mum always used to tell me anyway, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, people don't actually really care.
True.
It's just when you're younger, like, you think people really care about what you're saying or like what you look like. It really doesn't actually matter in the bigger picture.
In the long run, yeah.
Yeah, like, can you look back on it now and when you're in high
just
school?
laugh
think,
or just like,
yeah,
wow,
actually,
why
that
didn't I?
doesn't
Why?
really
I wish I had the
matter.
confidence I had now.
Yeah.
I have now. Then you know.
Yeah, it's all about reflecting on past scenarios though, and then like growing as a person, I suppose.
But then again, too, that high school experience can affect a lot of people, though.
It does.
And
Yeah,
I know people that
I
have
get
gone
that.
Childhood experiences really affect you later on in life.
Yeah, people in their 30s that can't really speak in a big crowd. I know someone like that. So, and you probably be talking about high school or someone took off my trousers or something. Something like that. But that's bad, man. Like, I can't imagine myself being at the age of, let's say, 30, 40, and I'm scared of speaking in a big crowd. I think I would just cry at that time because, like, I could not actually step out of my comfort zone and do one or two things. I know it's a big thing, but you know what I mean, though. So, how would you say, like, how would you say people can, or I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. I'm saying, like, how would you tell people to overcome? What techniques have you used in the past that you think will benefit people?
I think, like, initially, if you're having a panic attack, I think it's important to remember your breathing and maybe put some headphones in. A good app I've got is Headspace. And if you're a student, you can get, if you've got a Spotify student, you can get Headspace for £5 for free with it. So it's a really good app. I think they've even got trials, but they've got loads of different meditation techniques if you're feeling stressed. But what I help is if I'm having a panic attack is just like deep breaths and then Or if you're feeling initially anxious about something, just take yourself out of the situation and then do some breathing exercises and then just come back to it. Or even things like rescue remedy is quite good. I don't know how effective it is, but it might even be a placebo, but it's still like, it's quite good to just calm yourself down. And then also I think in the long run with anxiety, just talking to friends. If you can't get counselling, then just talking to friends, or even like writing a diary as well is quite
writing stuff down. Don't
bottle that up.
Isolate yourself.
Yeah, definitely. Just going for a walk actually.
Yeah,
just to clear your head. Like don't spend all
your whole time indoors or in one space, isolated. You know.
Yeah. And then things like antidepressants do work. I think. I'm on antidepressants. I do think they.
Sorry, that was not a short term.
Yeah, but obviously you've got to remember things like that aren't long term. Like that's just gonna.
You can get because you can get like addicted to them as well.
A lot of people are. So.
They can mess you up later on in life. Not always, but like a lot of the times you don't really want to be on them for too long.
Yeah, like it is a short term fix. But then I think if it's all getting a bit too much, then I think that is like a little short term fix, and then you can try techniques to help yourself come off them. And then if you're just going through a difficult patch. So I'm not promoting antidepressants, I'm just saying like it does help in a sense.
So you meditate, right?
Yeah, meditation's really, really good, yeah.
So how would you say that are benefits of meditation? Because I did a video but I couldn't explain the benefits because I used to meditate, right? But I never know how to explain it to people, right?
Yeah, it's not always like spiritual meditation, it is sometimes just like breathing exercises and there's lots of different meditation techniques, things like noting, which is a really good technique where, right, say you've got a thought in your head, you can separate it from an emotion or I think it's a feeling. So say if it's like, I'm scared about going outside today, that's an emotion. And then if you can take that, it's really hard to explain, but just like separating it in your head, so you're realising that, oh, the emotion is causing the anxiety, and then how can you overcome it in your head? Does that make sense?
Oh, okay.
It's hard to explain, you just need to dive that. Like, oh, sorry, I feel like I'm like advertising the app.
This is
sponsored by.
Sorry, my ankles are really clicky.
That's fine. Okay, what would you say?
Yeah, I would say, social. If you're gonna have a panic, if you're going to have a panic attack, just like Serena said, I'd say if it's in public and you can't just like turn on the app and stuff,
the worst, yeah.
You're just gonna have to breathing techniques would be the best way to just sort of clear your mind. When you breathe in, just say to yourself you're breathing in the negative energy and you're breathing it all out. Because when you breathe out, you're not tense. You're just sort of untense yourself.
Don't worry about what people think. Just close your eyes and just kind of like sit there. And it's fine to just take a few breaths.
Because I'm pretty sure I've seen some people have panic attacks.
Yeah,
publicly, like on the tube and stuff before. It's panic attacks are just the worst thing ever, literally.
So what you could do is close your eyes, like she said, visualize something good in your life, right, and just breathe in. That will connect you with your emotions, and it will start manifesting in your life. You end up making, doing certain things that you wouldn't even think you could do. So that's what I've done as well. Visualize something and I breathe in, breathe out 20 times, right? And I could be saying whatever
exactly
I'm saying 20 times. I used to do that. I mean, not now, but when I'm in a group and I'm working on my patience or something, because people just want to piss you off all the time, because sometimes someone just want to piss you off, and a lot of times I would react.
Oh, your patience.
Yeah, patience.
I thought you said you're patient.
I was like patience, and sometimes someone just want to get your reaction out of something. I used to not close my eyes, but I used to take a deep breath, breathe in, breathe out 20 times.
What, like when someone's trying to like piss you off?
There's some people that would ask you, let's say for example, right, it's not a big deal, but someone asks you a silly question and just keep asking you the same question, especially at work, right? And a lot of times I'll say something stupid to him, like,
oh, in your head you want to just be like, oh, shut the
like, are you dumb? Like, I asked me this stupid question. Like, so there's a book I was reading as well, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it was talking about that. Take 5 minutes a day, and there's time in your life where someone will try to get you angry. Just work on that. Take 5 minutes and just work on that. And from 5 minutes you go 10, 20, whatever, right? So that taking 20, deep. I take deep breath 20 times. Then I'll start visualizing whatever I want to in my life, or just what I have in my life. People could do the same thing, and yeah, it will help you. It'll help you.
Yeah, you just got to remember it's not forever. It's something you can just work on, and it's okay. You get good and bad days.
Yeah.
You're not going to be like really good every single day. Some days you're going to have a bad day, and you're going to just want to be on your own, and that's fine. But just kind of like assess the situation. If it's getting worse, yeah, just try and go for a walk, listen to some calming music.
Therapy.
Right, yeah, therapy. Even like things like drawing's quite nice.
What's it called? Drawing.
Drawing.
Oh, I think you said drawing.
Drawing.
My hearing today.
No
is not
drawing.
good. I think you said drawing.
No, just drawing, like doodling, like it's quite nice. A bit of painting that always helps.
Yeah.
Bob Ross is great. It's on Netflix now. It's quite relaxing. Bob Ross.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah, he's just like this artist. He does painting videos.
Okay.
Yeah, like things like that. It's just
painting.
like a really relaxing program to watch, I suppose. It always calms me down a bit. Chill with Bob Ross.
And another thing that this is something that I used, and that's how I ended up even starting this channel, right? Was obviously before I started this channel, I was a bit scared of what people were going to say or going to think about me. So I got these 3. Obviously now I listen to 7 now. I've got 3 videos or audios I listen to every day. So pick your favorite one and just listen to it for 90 days straight. If you could listen to it for 90 days, I've talked about this before. If you can listen to it for 90 days straight, right, you can listen to it for the rest of your life. And it's one of the things that there's this guy was saying, and I always say this to myself whenever I wake up in the morning: if I want to be free, I've got to be me. Not the me that I think you think I should be. Not the me that my wife thinks I should be or my children think I should be. There's one catch to this: you need to know who you want to be. That's what he says to himself, and I say that to myself, and I was able to one day just got out of my bed and just started filming. So yeah, just don't care what people say. Just say this to yourself: if you want to be free, you have to be you, not what anyone thinks you should be. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but now I'm
Yeah. Thank you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And thank you, Serena.
Oh, that's okay.
Thank you, Rax. Rax. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well, and feel free to add anything in the comment section. Thank you.